Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. It's your boys Motion with Sports, MWS, more motion, and we got another episode of Top 6 Therapy. Do you know what I'm saying? We have a good panel today. Do you know what I mean? I got my treacherous twin hands. What we saying?
I'm easy, man. I'm easy, Motion with Sports where it's at, man. So we're here Tuesday, Top 6 Therapy. And yeah, man, to talk about the main topics, if you're near around here, the main topics. And yeah, just to rivals catch up and just talk about their clubs and so forth. And obviously we got a guest back of the net. Yeah, introduce yourself, my boy.
Obviously, back in the podcast. Thanks for having me on again, guys. Like, honestly, going to bring my Arsenal input. Hasn't been the best couple of weeks, but we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna discuss it. So Arsenal fans, come through, come and listen.
Come on, man.
There you go, man. Make sure you subscribe to the Back of the Net podcast. I'm going to have everyone's channel in the description. We're going to be joined by Errol as well, who's a Liverpool fan. But yeah, there's a lot to speak about. Obviously, I think it's Premier League, 16 game week? 16? Yeah. And a lot has happened. You know what I'm saying? A lot has happened. Obviously, my club yesterday, we're going to start with them. Bournemouth result. Bruno Fernandes is talking. Kobe's main, whose brother's doing a mad thing at Old Trafford. We saw Salah, do you know what I'm saying? Possibly his last game. Liverpool got a new formation. Something's going over there now. Arsenal, very lucky against Wolves. Do you know what I'm saying? Me and Hans dissected it on the weekend, but we have a representative today to speak on it himself. And yeah, man, Chelsea, Cole Palmer's back. Do you know what I mean? So we've got a lot of topics to dive into. Make sure you smash the likes. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you put on your bell as well, so you know when we're going live and all that stuff. Feel me? But yeah, let's start, man. Go on, Hans.
Yeah, as Shell said, you know what I mean? United played yesterday at Old Trafford. I like to call it OF because, you know what I'm saying? You all get signed from that ground. But listen, 4-4. 4-4. Oh, hey, the main man. Hey, everyone's obviously doing. But 4-4 shows, bro. Yeah. If you haven't tuned in, shows was talking about United can finish top 5 and that the teams around them, he's not really feeling it. He feels that United can get something. Well, I watched the game yesterday. I know shows probably at Bull yesterday as well. But listen, they drew 4-4. Shows, what was your take from that game? You know what I mean?
Do you know what's crazy? There was a briefing in it about even Errol. I was speaking to Errol about it, and he's like, there was a briefing saying that United are going to change their formation and we're going to line up in a 4-3-3 and all of this. Yeah. I didn't believe it. I'm not going to lie. I didn't believe it. And we didn't really see still a 4-3-3, but there was a change in formation. There was something that was different in it. I think Ahmad was playing a bit higher. Yeah. But listen, man, I've been saying it for a long time, innit? United's team, quality-wise, is not that bad, bro. And Ruben Amorim is not playing to the strengths of the team. He's highlighting our weaknesses, which is a bagel, literally, because we've got no midfield, so he's playing 2. And as bad as the defense is, it's only as good as what's in front of them. Do you get what I'm saying? And, brother, we're scoring 4 goals at Old Trafford and still not winning the game, bro. 4 goals.
Say that again. Say that again. One more time. Just for those at the back. Just for those in the back.
We are scoring 4 goals at Old Trafford and we're not winning the game. And you know what's the maddest thing? You're right, Hans. I was at Bull, bro. So I watched the first half. Brother, we was pepping these, man. I think that's the best Man United played under Ruben Amorim. I'm not going to lie. That first half. Like, we actually looked like a football inside. I was like, all right, cool. I don't know what he's done, but something's happened, innit? But then I went to football. I'm on the pitch asking the ref, yo, like, what's the score? Man's telling me 3-2, fam. Then not only that, my head's gone on the pitch. We won 10-1, by the way. We won 10-1. But I'm thinking, what's going on? I'm thinking about the halftime record. Then we're up 10-1, whatever. The brother on the side telling me we're up 4-3. I'm like, all right, cool. Watch them score again. There was a Man United supporter on the opposition side. He was wearing United kit. And I said to him, are you Ruben Amorim out? And he said, nah, I'm still here. Little you know, after I asked him that 4-4. And, bro, what can I say, bro? Because no matter if you're changing things, just because you've gone more attacking, that shouldn't mean you concede 4 goals, bro.
You got 5 defenders as well, bro.
No. Let's it, bro. Let's really deep it in. I'm gonna give you man the floor, but I got to get this off my chest. Okay, you know what? Like Man United fans do this. Oh, we're unbeaten in our last 7 games. We won 1 game. And I was in
You were screaming, no, Shows, don't do that. You were screaming. You were
screaming. I had 3 wins then. I had 3 wins then. That was a long time ago.
No, as long as you know. But yeah, carry on, bro.
Let me just get this off my chest because look at United's last fixtures, yeah? Please, bro. And tell me why the manager's still here. Someone tell me, because this can't be right. Okay, so look at our results. Forest, 2-2. Was up in that game. Tottenham, 2-2. I don't know how we drew to Tottenham. Tottenham are horrible. Everton at home, 10 men. Man's talking about 4-3-3. Why couldn't you change to a 4 back then? Because you went gun-ho against yesterday against Bournemouth when our half-time record was in. So you can do it. Crystal Palace, we win. Then Man United versus West Ham, 1-1. Then we win at Wolves and then we draw against Bournemouth. Brother, this is unacceptable. Look at these home results. Bournemouth, draw, 4-4. West Ham, 1-1. Everton, Man United 0, Everton 1 with 10 men. Brother's still here. I don't understand it, bro. I genuinely don't understand it.
You rival fans, obviously, I don't know if you watched the game or not. But
I didn't. I wish I did now, though. That would know the score with time. Oh, that would have been cinema. I was on stream last night, but yo, that was cinema.
What's your take on United currently? And obviously, them man, drawing 4-4, bro. Leading, I think, twice. Or was it 3 times?
3 times, bro.
3 times. Yeah, man. Would you man take on United?
You've been here a minute. I'll let you have the floor, bro.
Nah, listen. Do you know what? I think I hear what Schultz is saying. I think sometimes, we all support all our different clubs, and there's certain games that you look at and you think you've got to win it. I'm not hearing no excuses about the line. I'm not hearing about. Like, I'm sure Errol was a Liverpool fan. Sunderland, I know they played Sunderland the other day. I don't care how good Sunderland have been. You got to beat them. You know what I mean? Like, you've got them type of fixtures. And I think for United, we looked at Bournemouth, who, yes, they're good going forward. They play that high line. You've got
they've been in a bad run as well, low key.
They haven't won since October. They haven't won a game since October.
This is it. And you know what? When you watch Bournemouth, all right, they've got Krupa Jr., Evanilson, Semenyo, Scott, that little, but there's not really much else in that team you can get at them. And I think the first 30 minutes, I was saying to one of my friends, a United fan, I went, in this Premier League, it doesn't matter who you play. When you're on top, you better get that goal or go 2 up. So when United conceded, I went, I don't know about this now.
Listen, Luke Shaw can't be getting bars off the ball like that, man.
Listen, but you know what? It was a culmination of events there, and you can go through all the goals that United.
Yeah, facts.
I just think whoever you are, you don't concede 4 at home. You don't. Or if you score 4 yourself, you can't not win the game.
You scored 5 one time. You know what
I mean? And when I look at that, that reminds me of Arsene Wenger days. I'm sure Errol will say Brendan Rodgers days. When you're scoring a 4 and you're like, oh my God. You know what I mean? Like 5-4, oh my God. But, you've come out, your Man United fans have come out that game. And for me, I think they've got to be disappointed because you're playing 1 game a week. Think about it. If you could flip them draws into wins, think about where Man United would be right now. Like, genuinely.
No. Where would United be without Bruno Fernandes, bro? Because I'm not talking to show.
Wait, Hans, you know what's crazy? Wait, can I just say something before you go? You can't run the Bruno Fernandes. I don't have a problem with Bruno Fernandes. What? I've never had. You can go, huh?
Shows.
I don't have a problem with him.
No.
I'm not like the United. You have a problem with him. I have a problem where he's playing. What? Go on.
No, listen. No, back in that. Go through. No, go on. Carry on.
No. I was just gonna say. I just feel like United have done this thing this summer in Buemo, Sesko, Kulka. They have to get Champions League football. This is what they want. They've gone for it to say, do you know what? We're banking this. They're probably going to go for Belabor in Jan. Probably, I'm hearing rumors of Semenyo. Man United financially, people don't deep it. They have to get Champions League football. But I'm being serious now. Like we know with our clubs, when you don't make that part of Europe, and I'm telling you now, I can see Bruno going in the summer. If you don't make Champions League, Bruno will go. You know,
bro, he should have been gone though. That's what we got. We got to talk about.
Shows us he should have been gone in the summer.
He's saying he should have been gone, but look what he's done, and look what he's saved you, man. plenty of times. So God knows where you would be without him. So I think you've got to look at it now. 1 game a week, no Europe, FA Cup. Wait, United in FA? Oh, FA Cup haven't started yet. But Carabao.
Yeah.
United.
You know what though? I think with the Bruno problem is he'd have match winners in the way, or big goal scorer in the way that he does right now. But there's almost the argument to say that they might be a better balanced team if they had a proper central midfielder in there. So even though he's popping up and scoring, important goals that change the tide of a game, and you give him props for that, as a team, would again, devil's advocate, you could go both ways, but would you think as a team, Man United might be in a situation where they're not wrestling to try and score that late winner, or they're trying to pull themselves back into a game? They might just be more shored up so that they can win games 1 and 2-0. You might have the creativity from a Cunha or go on.
The problem is, where do you go? Where do you go with that though? Sorry, Shell's gone.
No, just on that point. Just sorry to interrupt you, Matt. That comes on the manager though. Do you know what I'm saying? Why is Bruno playing number 8 anyway? This is my whole problem with it. This is why I wanted to get rid of Bruno. I don't have a problem with Bruno Fernandes. You can go back to last season, the season before. I've always been giving Bruno praise. It's the Manchester United YouTubers that hate him for the general consensus. Now I understand it, but at the same time, it's like what you man said. He's undeniable. Wherever he's playing 8, he's got the brother's gonna leave with something. He's from round the way. Do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if it's 6, 8, 10. He's leaving with something. But again, I agree with Errol. If you get actual midfielder in there, all of a sudden the balance of the team becomes better. Because people are looking at the defense, but it's too easy to play against. Your defense is only good as your people that's in front of them. Do you know what I'm saying? They need protection, and we play with 5, and they're still not protected.
See, that was one of the things that obviously Matt said then, obviously, about Brendan Rodgers from a Liverpool perspective. To an extent, you can almost liken it to early days with Klopp as well, because Klopp had some mad high-scoring games. I remember Norwich 5-4, scenes, limbs, them type of settings, you know what I mean? Where the game was just madman's losing his glasses, you've got people jumping all over him. But the difference for me is that he very quickly was able to identify that unless he was able to shore up that midfield and have somebody to be a bit of a dedicated anchor, it wasn't ever going to work, and you was never going to have the ultimate level of control. Even though you want to play that high-intensity football and the gegenpress and all of that, you still need somebody to screen that back line. You still need somebody to just have that little bit more defensive, whereabouts to go. I'm going to just sit for a minute here and just watch it and just see what's happened, because if they break now, while we've got so many men, we've got the fullbacks forward, we've got Gini Wijnaldum, we've got Henderson over on that right-hand side, you've got the 3 up top all up there. Boy, it's looking peak back there if I just leave Virgin, Matip or Virgin Gomez. So he was able to identify that. Now, look, Amarin's been here for a year and he still wants to play probably his most impactful player out of position. And he's still managing to get a tune out of him. Or Bruno Fernandes' ability and talent is still managing to flourish to an extent, even though he's being misplaced in terms of where he is in the team. The problem with Amarin is, what does he do in January when the fans are looking for that man to come in now? The board will be having those conversations. Does he bring in and address the midfield? And if he does, what then happens with Bruno? And can he afford to say, right, well, I can upset the apple cart because you'll be gone in the summer. So even if you are just dropping in and out of games as the 10, or, you start games, but you're coming out, or whenever I'm making a sub, you drop a little bit deeper and we bring one of the other 10s in place of you. He might have to hold a little bit of what Salah's going through in the extent of, all right, I'm not the main guy no more. They're starting to future-proof and build without me. And then that's the next big conundrum for him, because you've got this far playing him out of position, but I don't think he can run all season before he ends up hindering you, even though he's got ability.
Yeah, let's go on, Hanson. I'm going to bring this up.
No, go ahead, my guy.
Just quickly, I want to talk about it, innit? Just on your point, because apparently this interview was done in October, but they've released it now for time. You know how the media works. But basically, Bruno was saying, Man United wanted me to leave last summer. I had that in my head. I told the directors this, but I think they didn't have the courage to make the decision. I decided to say also because of family reasons, but because I generally like this club, the conversation with the manager also made me stay. But from the club side, I felt a bit like if you leave it, it's not so bad for us. It hurts me a lot more than hurting. It makes me sad because I'm a player. They have nothing to criticize about. I'm always available. I always play, good or bad. I give my all. Then you see things around you, players who don't value the club as much and don't defend the club as much. That makes you sad. So basically, my man's saying he's kind of fed up with it, innit? Yeah. So that's from Bruno himself, innit? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I
You've got to
think
give
it's
him credit
valid,
for
man.
being it's probably valid, but you've got to give him credit for being a professional and still going out there and doing his job then at the same time. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, again, it is almost like the Salah situation to an extent where if something's happened behind the scenes, the club are always going to be shielded because for the most part, unless there are internal leaks, you don't know what kind of side moves and hustles that the club are really playing on the players. Do you know what I mean? They're always plotting and scheming anyway, and the players will catch wind of it, but it's never in the public domain. They don't push that information to the aggravators and all their people in their journals. They only really want positive news and PR that they can push out and spin or whatever's going on. So I think from Bruno's perspective, you sit there and you look at it and you think, well, actually, if you know that full well and that kind of conversations have been had, and then you chose to stay and you still giving your all, regardless of anything else, you kind of got to give him a little bit of credit, I think.
No, for sure. Listen, I feel like with Bruno, if I'm in his shoes, I'm thinking, cool, I lost Pogba or whatnot, and then the squad became a bit dead. And then it's like, man's out of form, man's not too great. But then this summer, there's a couple of men that came through, Cunha, Mbuemo, Sesko. I'm licking my lips like, yo, like, let me see what I can do with the players that are here. So yeah, but again, when I say Sheldon was on Bruno, it was a case, I think it was just me and him on the stream, and I think he scored or assisted, and Sheldon's like, no, I don't want to hear it or not, blah, blah, blah. Bro, he's been doing well lately. But who else? Yeah, I feel like United just got to figure out. If you man are saying that Klopp's been through this, Brendan Rodgers, Wenger, whatnot, and there's managers.
Man, they were very different situations, brother.
I'm just saying.
You done the trolling thing. Listen, Ruben Amorim is not a Manchester United manager, bro. We've got Kobe Mainoo's brother doing free Kobe in the ground. I don't know why.
What do you think about that, though? That's crazy works. I
like it.
Nah, let me tell you why I don't like it. I don't like
it. I don't. It's kind of like the Trent situation. You brothers, you're doing too much, bro.
Do you know what? I only like it because it's not my team. If it was my team, I'd be like, what are you doing, bro?
Bro, listen.
It's carnage. It's carnage.
But you know what it is? You know what it is with Kobe? Yeah, he's deducting himself in such a professional manner. And it's like, bro, you don't need your brother, especially if your brother wants to go and post that, fair enough, yeah, but you're in the stadium, first of all. You're playing. It's like you're doing the most. What does your brother get out of that? And especially because the United supporters have been supportive of Kobe. I know how these United supporters can be now. That man can switch quickly on him, and he hasn't even done anything apart from just play football. Because when he came on yesterday, he was one of our better players, and he made a difference. But yeah, it's a circus at Man United, man. I just wish, bro. I think there's enough quality in this squad. I keep saying it. The league isn't that great. You can get points from everyone picks up points, everyone drops points. Do you get what I'm saying? If United get a competing manager who can get the best out of these players, who play to the players' strengths, I don't see why we can't get in those Champions League positions. Matt alluded to it earlier. Man United have to finish in the Champions League. We've been out for it like 2 seasons now. 3 seasons, 4 seasons becomes a normality, bro. And all of a sudden we're shifting. Our standards are already bottom of the barrel, bro. It's got to change. But listen,
and I just last one. I just want to allude to what Errol was saying. Like when you look at Man United, it's so important what you said about you need a shield. Think about all the best Premier League teams in history. They've always got a shield. Forget just a shield, a spine. You look at Man United's spine. I know they're gassing up this Lamens guy and his saves, but bro, I'm not lying. Competent goalkeepers are making them saves with their feet. No, don't get me wrong. He saved your record. I hear it, but competent goalkeepers make them saves. Man United don't have a spine. De Ligt, Maguire, Casemiro, they're up front. Like, you don't know what's happening up there. You have to have the spine to do well, and Man United don't have it. I'm telling you now, if you took, bring my player, took Declan out of us and put him into United to allow Bruno to do what he's doing, Man United will be fantastic in the field. And that they've been missing that for a long time. And the last thing is, this whole academy stuff he's been talking, Toby Collier and all that. United's heritage is to have academy products in the team. And you're trying to talk about, was it? Toby's not doing this, Kobe this. It's like, bro, what are you doing?
As well, before you go as well, Hans, yeah, he's grouping Kobe Mainoo with Harry Amas and Toby Collier. That's all I've got to say about my man. Do you get it? the fact that you're talking on youth players like that when our whole thing is built off youth coverage and success, talking about the Busby days, you're talking about Sir Alex Ferguson, and you're going against the principles. So that is what it is. Hans, go and charm in before I move on to Liverpool.
Yeah. No worries. I think, you know, it is. When you're in a position that Amrin is in, and I'm not saying Kobe's a baller, bro. Let's not even try diminish what the young players got going on from right now. But when you're in a rut right now, I need experience, bro. I'm not saying Kobe can't be, because he can, but it's like the whole youth thing, it gets to a point where it's like, bro, I can't lie, not right now. You feel me? But yeah, that's all I got to say, man.
Hans, I'm not saying start every single game. I'm just saying don't give him my.
He should have way more minutes than he's. Yeah.
In him getting the same minutes, crazy.
And I said the same thing to you the other day. Like, if you have Kobe Mainoo in there, I feel like you man can progress the ball a bit better than Casemiro in it. But then them headers are gonna go away. You know what I'm saying?
Then also the manager can drop a striker and play a midfielder, drop a defender and play a midfielder, but the manager don't adapt. This is insanity, bro. I don't want to keep going on it.
You got to play Kobe with experience. You go through the greatest team.
Yeah.
Alex would never have Kobe running out there with inexperience. It would be Michael Carrick is next to you. You've got a Roy Keane next to you, and then slowly you phase out them, man. And then he's been learning for 3-4 years, and then he plays. Listen, the moment he leaves that club, I think for me, United, it's like this. It's going like this.
Yeah.
No, genuine. Yeah, you know, like
it's true. Honestly. It's true, bro. It's true.
The moment Kobe goes, they go down.
No, in the sense of in terms of what they're gonna do from there. Amarim goes, what manager do you bring in?
I ain't gonna lie, I hate that question. Amarim goes.
No, you know, bro, because what people need to understand.
I would bring you in. I don't matter. I don't care who it is.
Listen,
let me tell you something. That's not my job, bro. I don't get paid to do that.
No, the devil you know sometimes, bro, because everyone thinks management. Think about it now. What manager is out there where you can look honestly, realistically, and go,
Matt, brother. I'm not asking for the most from Amrin. I'm asking for adaptation. I'm asking for a change of formation, bro. I'm not asking to win every single game, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. That's what I was going to ask you then, Charles. Yeah. So the formation did get changed. Am I right in saying? Okay, so if you went with that setup now. And obviously, he's probably going to continue to do that because of the lads that are away for AFCON. Do you think, from the glimpses you've seen, I know you've seen the first half there or thereabouts, do you think there's something in that now where you can say, I can see him being able to build on it? Even though the result didn't go our way, I can see him being able to build around this because he's been forced to an extent.
No, we've got 12 clean sheets in 48 games. Excuse me. Nottingham Forest, Sean Dyche has 12 games, 6 clean sheets. Okay, we cannot sustain attacks. We play one half, literally play the first half, second half, the same old story. I don't know what we're doing loops to this manager. It's like, you know, I'm getting frustrated even the fact that he's still here. Anyways, we got Newcastle and we got Villa and Newcastle next, innit? Without Mbermo, without all of these, man, it's looking long. I'm not gonna lie.
That's a United game, innit? That's a United. You know when you think Villa are gonna pepper him, and you're watching the result going, how did these man do that? Like, that is United. For me, I look at that Villa one and I go, that could easily be 2-0 Man United. Like, genuinely. Like, that's how Man United
maybe, yeah, I hear it. Listen, I know we're a bit pressed for time, and I know Shows wanted to talk about Liverpool, yeah?
Can I just make a comment on that comment there? How did Kobe start in the Euros final? He had Southgate as his manager them times. He's a shit manager as well. You get me?
But let's not diminish.
Nah, come on, his talent he can be questionable as well, bro. Come on.
But let's not diminish Kobe's. This is what I'm saying. This is what the manager's
even as a Liverpool fan, bro. Again, you'll always say it's salty. I don't rate Kobe that much. I don't think he's as. And here's my justification for it. Yeah, I've seen somebody in Curtis Jones that some Liverpool fans still do not rate. I've seen what he can do on the ball with the space, with the right players around him and better players around him. And he can't get a look in an England team sometimes, irrespective of the manager. Yeah, Kobe Mainoo.
That's a fair point.
Kobe Mainoo. And he's been doing it. And Curtis Jones has been in and around the top elite level team. Whether Liverpool have won everything or not, he's been in with elite level professionals for about 5-6 years and has struggled to hold down a place in England. Yet Kobe Mainoo can pop up in a bang average United team at a time. Have 6-7 good games And people think,
No,
yes, he's
see,
the
this is
answer.
what I mean,
He's
bro.
the
He had
answer.
like
Come on,
he
what
played
are we
like
doing?
30 games that season, bro.
He might have played 30 games, but I'm talking he had 6, 7 really good games that you thought, yeah.
Nah, because you didn't watch
I can,
those games.
if Curtis Jones was getting 30 games, I could tell you he'd be having 6 or 7 when you think
But
he's winning it as
He's
well.
not.
He's not.
He wasn't.
He's not. But
Listen,
he's trying to get into a Liverpool side. Kobe's getting into that shit United side. Of course, he's getting 30 games, bro. What are we doing?
Listen. Kobe Mainu is for me. He's an unbelievable talent, and I just feel like this is where it's come to with him.
Convinced.
But he's on because we have a stupid manager in charge that thinks Casemiro is better than him and he doesn't play with a 3-man midfield. That's all I can say in it. A brother can't break into the England team and the United team as a number 6, ball out for a year and 18 months, and now all of a sudden he can't play football. Nah, bro, I'm not hearing it. Let's talk on Liverpool, man. Let's go. I've had enough. I've had 26 on United, bro. I can't even make content on my own channel on United, let alone here. 26 minutes, bro. I'm rattled. Hey, let's talk on Liverpool. Liverpool, Salah, slot, new formations. You started 5-5 at the start of the season, then you went through that madness. Do you know what I mean? Salah was talking out, but things have changed. Do you know what I mean? You've been quite optimistic. You can look at the last couple of results. Do you know what I'm saying? The change of formation, things are looking all right over in the Merseyside. Errol, what have you got to say about Liverpool as a whole right now?
Pick up, boys. Nice one for having us on as well again. Do you know what? At this moment in time, I'm just kind of still a little bit like that. I'm not convinced that we are. I want to see the next little level of adversity that Liverpool have to go through, ultimately.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Because I want to see what we're made of again. At this moment in time, I don't know, because like there have been periods where you think, yeah, we're mentality monsters, and you just go on wins and wins and wins, and you do what you've got to do and you're on job. And in this season, it's kind of went the other way. Even when you just want us to be, shut up shop and just have a little bit of experience that you've got within yourselves to just say, right, we're just going on with something. We fumbled the bag time and time and time again. So I look at it now and think, right, on paper, the teams that we beat or got results against, and maybe apart from the Inter Milan game, you'd look at based on form and say, Liverpool probably should have been winning that. So you can take the Milan game and then you might swap the Leeds game because, again, we should have beat Leeds, but we didn't, and we ended up drawing. So in that run of games, we probably won the right amount of games that you'd expect on paper for Liverpool to have been winning, given the current form. My thing is now, the adversity is going to come for us. Salah's dipped off to AFCON. So will the team now continue the momentum and think it's a bit of a clean slate, a fresh start? Not saying Salah's been a bad energy, but that's just a bad look for the whole club in general. So now that it's removed itself, can the lads just concentrate and focus and be on job again? The other type of adversity that we could see is, well, the games that we've got coming up, we've got Spurs, Wolves, Leeds, and somebody else before, but they're all fairly winnable games. Do you know what I mean? So before we look to play Arsenal, that's when I'm looking right. Start of January, transfer window opens. There'll be a lot of talk. There'll be a lot of rumours. But we play Arsenal when Arsenal are now in a situation where City have applied pressure. They've got a busy, congested period of games. If we can close the gap and we can get a result against them, what does their mentality say? So that's where I'm kind of sat. I'm looking. I'm not thinking the rest of the season is going to be plain sailing for Liverpool. But in the Premier League, can we pick up enough momentum now that when we do face a team that we expect to come up against that are going to want to beat us, we can hold our own? Because for me, the bigger picture has always been now the Champions League this season. I've had to be forced to look at that and think, can we get good again? So that when this latter half of the Champions League starts, Liverpool can kick in. It looks like Slot may have wrestled form enough to give himself a chance at that now. It doesn't look like the wheels are going to completely bottom out. So right now, Liverpool fans, we can kind of just be on a little bit of an even keel. But as I say, as soon as the adversity starts to show its face in the forms that I've just mentioned, if Liverpool crumble, we're back to square one real quick and nothing's really changed.
Matt, what you got to say? Obviously, I know coming into this season, Liverpool is probably your biggest threats. They are where they are in the league right now, and have won a couple of games. What do you feel of Liverpool so far?
Errol knows I don't worry about them, man. Nah, I'm joking. Nah,
he's been saying it. The maddest thing is, he's been saying it all season. And to begin with, I thought it was just false bravado. Man was just trying to come with the coke. He's like, don't worry about you, man. Don't worry about you, man. Now, you can sit here grinning. I can just see bare teeth.
Listen, let's be real. You know me, I'm not one of them crazy Arsenal fans. Like, I think when you look at Liverpool right now, yes, they had that mad time, but they're only 8 points behind. And
crazy.
And you've got to look at, and if you look at the fixtures, Liverpool have decent fixtures over the next 3. I think Arsenal, it's Everton, Brighton at home, and then Palace away, I think. So let's say,
we're going to touch on Arsenal, but a good point.
Okay, so I'm just saying.
No, carry on. No, just those same fixtures as well. You didn't pick up, you didn't win any of those games last season. But yeah, carry on, bro.
Yeah. Hopefully Matt's here for that. Can I need to chat to Matt? But yeah, I need to chat to Matt still.
Our last game before Arsenal's Fulham. So we've got 4 winnable fixtures.
You see what I'm saying? So it could be a situation where Liverpool could close the gap to 4. And I think with everything that's going on with Salah and everything, Liverpool have to win every single game up into the Arsenal game. That they have to. Then not even a draw. Because if you look at it now, if they can get to the Arsenal game and let's say they're 3 behind Arsenal, even me as an Arsenal fan, I'm sitting there going,
and that's the same thing for your club too, That's the same thing for your club. But we're gonna get into it. Hopefully you're still here.
We'll get into it. But honestly, when I look at Liverpool, I think there's a lot of players that need to look at themselves and be like, I've got to pick it up here. Virgil hasn't had the best season this season. Konate, we know what he's done. I think last couple of years, I just never got why Gomez didn't start. But we'll get into that another day, like why he wasn't in that.
He's injured again.
No, honestly, that was it. I know. Yeah,
so as a Liverpool fan, I've been saying
that's why
that same thing. You can't play in 3 games because within those 3 games, he's going to get injured. So
and you know what? Can I just say something? This is for every fan, and I want you guys to view my Insta reels here. The day Liverpool signed Alexander Isak, I said, and I did a reel, and I went, everyone gassing Isak signed him. I'm telling you something. The fact they didn't get Mike Gahey is what I'm celebrating.
I said that.
They had to get him. You look at it, and it's like Van Dijk's 34. He's probably looking, going, guys, like I want to rest, bro. Like, but he can't. But he can't because the young guy Leone, who I think looked fantastic, is now injured. And you've got Konate. So and now I think that's where Liverpool are paying for it. If they don't get a centre back in January, we're going to be sitting here in May going, that's why they continue to flop the whole season.
So what I've been saying to you from the start of the season, even where Arsenal have been concerned, is I expect Liverpool this season to not be neck and neck with Arsenal, but it's how far is the gap going to be before it clicks. We're at that point now. We're having a conversation. Like Liverpool have had the wobble. We're 8 or 10 points behind Arsenal, but can I say with 100% certainty that it's clicked right here and now, and we're going to get back to championship level form? I still don't know. That's why I kept saying before then, the adversity is going to do Liverpool a favour, because I'm going to see by January, I'll be able to tell you whether we can close the gap and apply pressure and have a good season, or if we really do need to just be looking at shoring up top 4 and don't even worry about the other competitions. Just be the team to spoil everybody else's party. If we have to be that team this season, but make sure we get top 4. So I think Matt's spot on. Like, if we don't address the centre-back situation in January, Liverpool season, we might not be looking at medals this year. We might have to accept that.
And you know what, Errol? So quick one as well. You got Spurs away in it this weekend. That's
That's on Saturday. Yeah.
Liverpool generally do well against Spurs. I think this game is going to be so telling. If we watch this game and Liverpool lose that to Spurs, you can look and be like, at Liverpool, this season's not happening. Yeah. They go to Spurs, and I know Spurs have been hit and miss, but Spurs pick it up against the bigger teams that are generally.
But they're not good at home. They're not good at home.
No. What I'm saying is, like, when they play like a City, or they play who's the other team they like playing at home? I'm trying to remember. Is it Man United? When they come back, obviously Liverpool always do a number on them generally. So this is the one where if Liverpool go there and win 3-0, I'll sit there as an Arsenal fan and go, and then we've got Everton after. We don't beat Everton. I'm looking and going, like, Errol, don't message me, bro. I don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? But because, listen, Liverpool have such a good team, they can't get worse. They've got good players. And I don't know, the biggest thing that I think they're talking about, Zobo injured, he can't get injured. He can't. Like, he is so important. Everyone talk about Salah, Van Dijk. Zobo is the guy. Like, imagine he was injured early in the season. Like, they'll be suffering. He is their key player for them right now. And there's too many hit players. I just want to ask about Isak. I don't know if we're going to get to that, because what I just want to know, is it now concerning, or do we give him more time? Because I just don't think he looks right.
He definitely doesn't look right, and that in itself is concerning, because you pay that amount of money, you think, one elite professional. That again, it's always. I think the top clubs always get exceptions. They hardly ever get the rule sometimes.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is, like, people say, "Oh, the Germans actually go and buy from the German league," and you think all these other meaty teams can buy from the German league and they'll buy a player and it'll work. You go and get the star player from the German league and that player's already a flop. It's like, he's been doing it in the German league though, so what did you expect? That narrative runs. You think, Prem proven. Boy, we're going to get, we know exactly what we're going to get because we've just bought from the Prem, and then we get the exception to the room in Alexander Isak. So I think there's an element of that is concerning, but then I also look at it and think, that's why we got Hugo Ekitike as well. We needed to replenish, so we got somebody else. So if we're not just so, because that's what Newcastle's problem really. Newcastle had Alexander Isak. If Alexander Isak's not on it. Callum Wilson, is he really going to be that guy? Do you know what I mean? Those teams are built to just have the one done. Whereas Liverpool have had the Tridents for a number of years. The Freeman, and then we had SNS with Suarez and Sturridge. So we're used to having partnerships. We're just not used to seeing it under Slot and what he's trying to bring now. But if Ekitike can still do it, and as you say, the likes of Szoboszlai, Vert can start to contribute more to his output, I'm not overly worried about Isak in the here and now, because I think Liverpool have got too many elite professionals behind the scene, and an elite professional that when you get them on the pitch, they will find a way to make it work, or they'll take the long-term view of, all right, boom, we've got an asset here. It's not necessarily working for us. We think there's a ceiling higher with Ekitike. We can move him on. And there's never really been that affinity with the club and the player, because he hasn't really formed it, because he hasn't delivered, which would be a mad circumstance. And I find that hard to believe that that's how it'll let pattern out. But at this moment in time, Alexander Isak's lucky that Hugo Ekitike is performing, because we're not missing him. Whereas I think if he was at any other team, again, if he would have went to Arsenal in the summer, I think he would have been Arsenal's main guy. If he's not performing and he'd done that move and he wasn't performing at Arsenal are in the Gyökeres situation all over again, aren't they? Like, they went and bought a striker to get the striker in to get the goals, and he's not getting the goals. So they're looking, thinking, boy, we're in the same boat as we was in 12 months ago. So we're lucky that we signed right in the striker department. But I think we was negligent for me, and I keep saying it. If Arne Slot's plan was to play with 3 at the back from the start of the season, you've got to go and get the linchpin that holds down that system, and that would have always been Mark Gahey for me. You can't just try and wing it and bully Crystal Palace on the 11th hour of the transfer window and expect them to fold. Like, we are Liverpool, but money talks, and they've got money. They know what their balance sheet looks like. They had European football, yet they weren't going to be pressured in the way that we thought he was going to be pressured. So for me, that could still be a massive oversight from Liverpool. But yeah, Alexander Isak is a concern until he proves not to be.
Do you know what it is as well? Just one more thing before we speak on Salah quickly, then we'll have a quickly touch on Arsenal for Matt to go. But do you know Isak, why there will be a concern for me? Because I'm hearing he's got a groin injury, innit? And this groin thing,
having a groin injury though. Been having the groin injury. Bro,
but this groin thing don't go away, bro. It don't go away, especially at that height and his playing style of, like, he's shifty, play. That's his whole bag, He's got that winger type profile where he can get in behind, he can dribble off the left, and he likes those sharp turns. I'm just saying, if that groin continues, then, brother, I don't know, innit?
I heard he needed surgery.
Yeah,
he's not, and I heard he needed surgery on it. And again, that's why I think if Liverpool take the long-term view that, Ekitike might be the right profile, and we had to get him in to have a look at him, and we could see for ourselves, they'll still move him on for 100 odd mil, whatever that looks like. Barca would still want him, PSG might still go in for him at some point. So I don't think Liverpool will hold on to it if it's going to be a depreciating asset for a long time. But I don't want to think like that. I just want to see, can we get the best out of him? Do you know what I mean? Eddie Howe was able to really play to his strengths a lot of the time. I know Slot alluded to, and I don't always believe what you hear in his presses, but alluded to, you know, having someone like a Jacob Murphy, the type of winger that can kind of provide him the service and kind of give him the link-up play that he needs. He doesn't seem to think we've got enough of that in Liverpool's current squad. So it'll be interesting to see what we do in the summer to fix that or remedy it then, at least. Do you know what I mean? Do we have to go into the market? We're also being linked and spoken about with Semenyo. So we'll see. But obviously, that whole situation then might all depend on what we'll talk about dead quickly in relation to Salah. And I think obviously I think the early part of the window, because I think if I'm right in saying Semenyo's got a release clause, but it times out in the middle of January at some point. So I'm not sure of the exact date. So if Liverpool was to be seriously engaging in that and go and get him, that would probably make me think, or at least I'd be on high alert for there's a possibility that Salah then doesn't come back from the AFCON. Because why else would Liverpool want to obviously rebolster their forward line? Again, you could say it's future-proofing, but does Salah then want to come back to another position where there's even more competition? Does it mean that Semenyo's been spoken about to get that left-hand side? Who knows? I personally, at this moment in time, still think Salah has a future at Liverpool. I don't think he's tarnished his career in any way. You know, he had a wobbler. He lost his head. He crashed out. Who hasn't? You know what I mean? Like in high pressure situations, who hasn't? So, and that's not to say that he hasn't got redeemable qualities and he can't be forgiven. So, you know, he's a man. He holds his hands up. He takes accountability. We as fans take accountability of knowing that, yeah, man, you still play for Liverpool Football Club, but when you put a shirt on, we expect you and we'll hold you accountable to giving your all. I think the players would want him to be around him, and I don't think this is how he wants his Liverpool career to end. So if it settles down results-wise on the pitch and we can still start to find a bit of a balance, I think there's a way back in for Salah once the dust to settle, but we do need the dust to settle.
Yeah. Facts. I hear that. You know what? I feel like you put it really well. You know what I mean? I feel like we didn't go overboard either way. I feel like there's a massive reaction sometimes, and it's just like, bro, when a footballer's ego is hurt, especially the stature of Mo Salah and what he's achieved at Liverpool, sometimes you just gotta let it slide, bro. Forgive and forget. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not the end of the world, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? People have crashed out. You find a way to ice it out, and then he learns from mistakes, and you go from there, innit? But I agree. I think you should probably keep him to the end of the season, then move him on. In regards to that. But yeah, Hans, do you have anything else to say on Salah before we go on to Arsenal? Because we got Matt for another 5, and he needs to answer some questions again.
First. No, I feel like you guys probably done. You know what I'm saying? You man probably said what you needed to say. No, let's move on to Arsenal. Apologies for that. Had to do something. But listen, Matt, long time since I've seen Matt, you know. But it's only right. Listen, 3 goals Wolves scored at home. Arsenal's at home. Brother, what have you actually got to say about this Arsenal current side? And obviously, listen, I'm not getting overboard. But lately, obviously, you lost to Aston Villa. You know what I'm saying? You won in the Champions League, whatnot. And then obviously, you won 2-1 at home to Wolves. Honestly, what you said about Arsenal?
Nah, and Errol was waiting. Errol was like, go. You know what? Let's be real. It's a tough Premier League, innit? It's a tough Premier League. That Villa game.
Is it though?
I said,
I'm not trying to hear now.
Let me finish, because I'm not talking about the Wolves game. I'm talking about Villa first. The Villa game away from home. Villa in general have got our number. You know, like every club, you've got a team.
Emery, to be fair, to be more precise.
Yeah, Emery over. It's one of them where not only do I want to win for the title race, it's more the players and the manager can go away. We've done it. Right, cool. We deal with them again. Because we've got them again, I think, on the 30th, so 2 weeks' time. Picture. So it's kind of like that game frustrated me because it was like, I've realised when a team lets in a last-minute goal, which we did to Sunderland, it creeps into the next couple of games. So them last minutes when you're playing, naturally, we've seen with all our teams, we think, I'm good, we're getting nervy now. Stop doing that. But it's mental. It's a mental. And I think what's happened with Arsenal now, where we've built this squad now, it's the pressure's here, man. And I'm putting the pressure. Oh, and you know what? And I'm putting the pressure on them now, right? 100%. Like, no, I'm putting the pressure on them now. And I think it's one of them where there's no excuse for me. Ask Errol. I was saying from the beginning, we're going to win it. I've been holding it and I stick with it. I'm not changing. However, yes, City are behind, but I always said fixture lists are so important for me. And when I look at the games we've played already away from home, it's massive because when you're going to, and I always laugh, Anfield in March, Etihad in April, Old Trafford in April, Stamford Bridge, and like all them horrible stadiums. We're like, oh, we've got to win this, man. We're away from home. Whereas now it's going to be, I don't know, a Sunderland at home, a Burnley at home, like all of these things. So I always said if we're there or thereabouts, I'm happy. But we did have a gap. The gap's been closed now, so I'm a bit like, And now the Wolves game.
Yes, let's talk about it.
I'll break it down to you. I was actually out in the Wolves game. I had to take the lady out for dinner.
A lot of men were so confident you were going to win comfortably. You're not the only one that said this.
I'll be the match of the day settings. I've got a great night. Get me. I'll have a 1-2
I thought we'd beat them. I didn't expect a battering. And you know why? I've watched Arsenal over the years in this period, in a December, that January. We do it all the time. Everton, was it last year? We never draw with Everton. We drew 0-0. Southampton, you have them weird games. So when I saw the way Wolves got battered against United, I remember saying to my boy, they're not going to come to us to do the same. They're not.
Oh, but I'm sorry. You man love saying that.
No, because Shells, you got to imagine, right? And you can let's go look at both games after this, and you'll see the way Wolves line up. It's a natural thing. If you've just been smoked, we all play football. You've just been smoked 7-0 or whatever.
You're a bit cautious.
Yeah, you think next
Matt,
game.
Can I just say one thing? I'm gonna let you go again. Sorry, you man have been a top of the league for 3 years, and you still use this. These sides are not going to play the way they. Of course, they're not going to play like they play against these man.
No. But that's what I'm saying.
Go on.
No, I'm saying I'm not using that as an excuse. What I'm saying is Arsenal fans were fickle, going 5-0, 6-0, and I'm watching Wolves, and I'm like, they're not going to come and do that. Like at home, they probably thought we can attack United, get at them. United put the goal and everything. Wolves equalised, but United went on and won. I just care. I can't lie to you lot. I'm old school. I just care about winning. Give me my 1-0. Give me my 2-1. Just give me my 3 points for the Christmas day.
You know what? It's disappointing, not to call it. It's disappointing that you didn't watch the game because I watched the game and I watched the game because I got a lot of Arsenal fans. So for me to have an honest conversation, I got to watch it. The fact that you didn't watch it, it's like, that's annoying because for 60th minute or whatnot, I feel like you guys had a chance. I think like late in the second half, but bro, it was bad. It was bad. The fact that Arsenal was like probing like a team at top of the league.
First shot on target in the 68th minute, Hans. That's what
come on. Like a team top of the league. And again, Gokeres. Man, I'm saying, we need to play Gokeres. Why? Because it's Wolves. Let him get the 1 or the 2.
3 or the 4? I heard 3 or the 4, Hans.
The guy got one. The guy got 1 out of 5 passes. He had 1, and that was from kickoff, I think. Come on, man.
I hear you lot. But just think about title-winning teams in general. And I'm not giving Arsenal an excuse because I was pissed about the result. I wanted more. Title-winning teams is all about winning. Shells will tell you, Fergie seasons, mate. You go into Bolton, you're going to mash up Bolton. Get that 1-0 and get out. Get your 3 points and go.
Take it.
That's it. And Fergie always used to say, be 5 points above or around, and you've always got the chance. Don't get me wrong. I was fuming. I'm eating my missus here. My phone's like this. I see halftime 0-0. Yeah, she's like, "Oh, you enjoying your meal?" I'm like, "Say salty, boy." You tasted wrong, bro. I can't lie to you. It got to 70 minutes. Yeah, I'm sweating. She's done to me. She goes, "Oh, what's the score?" She's a Chelsea fan. I'm like, 0-0. I'm like, nah, Arsenal done. And then when it goes 1-1, bro, this phone it went that way. It went that way, bro. Mate. But on a serious note, it was a bad performance. We've been a bit, I would say, since the Sunderland game, but Sunderland results being good at home. But again, we're there, and that's the main thing. We're up there. City, yes, they're on a run, but they're conceding goals. Could have drawn against Fulham easy. Could have slipped up against Leeds. So we don't.
Errol, what you got to say about Arsenal? What you got to say about Matt saying? Because boy. Listen.
Also, I'm saying to any Arsenal fan, any that live in the chat, Just bring your medals at the end of the season. Put them on the table at the end of the season.
Where's the trophy, Matt? Where's that little trophy that you got that last time I saw you?
Bro, imagine I dropped that on my Arsenal cup. It's a bad sign, bro.
Hey, brother. Looking good. You can't even hold on to your own towel. Like, brother. Don't let this slip.
Don't do it like that. Sean, don't do it like that, you know. Don't do it like that. Sorry, Errol, yeah.
Seriously, though, I think there's a few things with Arsenal. Like I said at the start of the season, it's the kind of gap that Arsenal can get before City get it right or Liverpool get it right. Because if we do, we'll apply the pressure. I think in recent weeks, you know, Matthew said then City could have drew in a couple of games, but they've shown to do what winners do. Liverpool at the beginning of the season, City have started to do it recently. Arsenal, again, you could say you got away with one, but I take your point. You do just get those results and just get gone.
Yeah.
Get your 3 points in the bag and just dip out. The funny thing is, I was out Saturday night and I didn't see it, but me and my boy have sat there and we've looked and it went 0-0 half time. I said, don't worry though. Wolves are always good to throw a goal in for you at some point.
Yeah.
That was my prediction. That Wolves would gift Arsenal a goal. I've left my boy. I've went one place. He's went to another place. I've texted. I said, yo, I told you it's 1-0. Next time I've looked at my phone, it was 2 own goals. I said, bro, I was wrong. You didn't just go in the one.
Hear this though. You know how you are. Like, I hear what you're saying. You got to win those, like, you got to win these type of games. But what I'm saying to you is not like, you know, one of them ones where, like, you're peppering the keeper and it's like you're thinking, brother, they got Casillas in goal. Prime. It wasn't that.
No, it's not that. They're the ones that, as a fan, you're even happier for when you're stinking a result and you're just thinking, wow.
Yeah,
no, as I say, maybe it's different because it was own goals and you know maybe individual. If Arsenal would have found 2 dead goals and it, you know it's come off a corner or again, the feeling would just be, the sentiment would be, we just did our job. We just did enough. We didn't play great, but we did enough. I think the worry comes in the performance level of the striker and not getting him involved enough now. And I think that the talk is now starting to go from the external to the internal. So fans from other clubs are talking about it. Now Arsenal fans are starting to talk about it.
I know he's feeling the heat. I know that man's feeling the heat, bro. There's no way you can't. You're a certified bags man, and you can't even get no change. Like, brother,
he's had the safety on all season, bro. All season.
I ain't seen you bring out the celebration, man, bro. I see your TikToks in there.
Oh shit! I forgot that was a thing. He hasn't scored goals. I forgot that was a thing. No man,
I don't like Batman in that anyway. I don't like Batman in that anyway.
Nah, you know what? Just before we move on, because I know everyone's running short for time. Generally, though, are you concerned? Because when I hear a lot of Arsenal fans, not even that. When I speak to Arsenal fans, a lot of fans say he's not getting the service as well, and that is partly true. However, it's just like you look at Jesus and you look at Havertz, when they come back to that side, Arsenal never a side that always just play to one man. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you don't really see that. So I feel like as much as they need to adapt to him, he needs to adapt better. And it's not like, brother, we're not asking you to score goals all the time. There's other things you can do in the game. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's why I feel like, bro, when I'm looking at him, like, he don't have that much to his game. So are you concerned? Because when you put the Marinos and the Havertz and the Jesus, it looks a bit.
I quickly, but thank you for that, shows. I was on stream with Catching SBS today on Catch Up. I don't know if you might know them, but yeah, big them up.
Yeah.
One brother, I think he's a City fan. One brother said, that Gokras wouldn't start for Brentford. But no,
listen, it's cool for people to mock him. For me, as a striker, I expect more. I don't think, number one, I don't think he looks as fit as he did at Sporting. That's just I don't know what it is about. There's something about him that looks a bit off. I need more from him. We know as a striker, though, 1 goal changes anything. I don't care how you get in the Premier League. Let it hit the back of your head, your knee, whatever. Just score a goal, right? Now, where I think, and this is where people think, where you get the confidence about Arsenal winning the league, right? Oh, bro. Even my light don't trust me. When we play to have a focal point, we struggle a bit. Shell's alluded to it. Shell's alluded to it there. I promise you guys, now you have Havertz and Jesus back. You're going to see Arsenal doing 3-4 nils now. It's going to happen. because the way Arsenal play with him, like we saw Jesus come on for 20 minutes. What he
he's too clean.
He does in terms of he brings such craziness up top.
Yeah.
Everyone exactly.
I've said the issue that's going to happen then though is what does Arteta do in terms of his team selections? Because is he going to stick with the players that got you that little bit of a gap and I feel like they've earned the shirt, or is he going to just give it back to the lads he trusted from old that didn't get you over the line, and he's hoping that they're now back to 100%? Because I think that's where you'll get a bit of.
So you think Gokras is going to be calm with him being on the bench? Because I said, brother.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's not about being calm though. If you're not performing, you're not performing. Like Isaac, he can't complain. He can take his scoring as a striker. I don't care how much we bought. No, it's true. I don't care how much we bought you for. We want to win a title. We brought you to score goals. We're not asking you to bang 30, 40 like Haaland. You're here to make the difference.
No, you guys probably were.
No. But now what? You're lucky I'm not here to talk about your TV though. You're lucky I'm not here to talk about your TV. The next one, I'm making sure I'm around. But, no. Let's put this. I think if you put Gyökeres at Chelsea, genuinely, I think it works. How he plays and with the people around, I think it works. I think how Arsenal play, it doesn't. So I don't care who does it. Havertz, Jesus, give me my Premier League, bro. I've done 2 years of having to defend this side here. I need a parade. I was watching Errol, Ensman, these man enjoying parade, fireworks thing. I want it this year. And I'm telling you now.
But, man, sorry, not to cut you off. Before you leave, obviously, because City are 2 points, I think, behind Arsenal right now. Are you nervous? Are you calm? It doesn't matter.
No, you know what? I'll be real. And Errol will probably agree. I'm not really worried about a 1 point gap now until, let's say, March. Because once City are hot in March and they're a point 2 ahead, they're going to want to do their thing. They're going to go and do it. But I've watched enough. I watched them against Leeds and Fulham and I went, these men are conceding hella chances.
But then the same thing, though. The same thing they're winning, though.
No, of course. But I think with Arsenal, it's a PTSD thing. It's always been City. We got rid of Liverpool, City. Then we got rid of City, Liverpool. So it's kind of like, when are we going to finally win? When are we finally going to win our title? But genuinely, I look at the fixtures and I'm telling you now, the later you get in the season, when all these teams, City still got to go Liverpool, City got to go, I think they've got Old Trafford sooner. We know how United turn up randomly as well. Chelsea as well. I'm telling you, we're going to win it. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be very close. We're going to be clenching our cheeks, but I think we're going to win it.
Can we get early prediction? I know it's quite early. Everton vs Arsenal. Your prediction, if you don't mind.
Look at their lineup. I think they're missing Dewsbury Hall, Grealish, and Dye and Gay. There's no excuse. If I see that result and we haven't won, if we don't win that, then come to me and I'll be like, you know what? I don't know about this time. Because you've got to win that. Them 4 men are not playing.
That's their best players, literally. They're literally their
best but hear what I'm saying, though. But they're a resilient team. And obviously, we beat them 2-0. United didn't. You know what I'm saying? So...
We beat you. We beat you, by the way.
I'm just saying that.
I saw Newcastle smoke.
Why are you laughing? Wait, why is everyone laughing? I'm saying you.
Beat them too.
Wait, you can't say that.
I love it.
You know what? And I hear what you said about Everton, but I saw Newcastle smoke them. But that's the annoying thing with the Premier League. You know, I don't know about you guys before I go. The annoying thing about this Premier League is our teams, you'll lose to a team and you'll go, all right, and you'll be like, go on a run then. And then I watch our team play someone like a Wolves and it's like, they lose. I'm like, wait, you just beat us.
Yeah. I'm a Chelsea fan, brother. You ain't gonna tell no. Listen, that's our story, man.
But that's what I think. I think with this Premier League, you're gonna find a moment. I think
it runs.
Arsenal just keep consistent, stay around it, and who knows? We might go in Jan and sign them.
You know what? As long as you guys got a good cushion and you get your centre backs back, then it's, you know what I'm saying.
Listen, all in all, I said it already. Best squad for me in terms of a team.
I think the season was always going to be broken into thirds, though. I think Arsenal had the best. First third of the season. We're now sitting in the middle third of the season, and it's going to be between City and potentially Arsenal again. If Liverpool can make up ground and have a really good middle third, then who knows? But then that last third is where it's going to come to crunch time, and I expect Arsenal to be there the whole way. It's just whether we can get over the line.
You see, Errol, and
started the first one, the best.
And Errol, just quickly, I know I keep saying I'm going, but this is my club. I'm so passionate. But Errol, what you were saying there as well about the final third. Normally in the final third, I always look at our fixtures. We've got to go to St. James's. We've got to go to Tottenham. We've got to go to Old Trafford. And naturally, as these players, when you're already nervous about winning the league, you don't want to go to St. James's when they're waving them black and white flags on a Monday night. You know what I'm trying to say? It's long, isn't it? Whereas you'd rather say, oh, who you got? Sunderland at home. All right, cool. You've got who else at home? Burnley at home. Leeds at home. Them type of games. And I think that's where we just might do it. Because obviously we've seen Newcastle and all that. So if we win it, lads, you don't want me here. You don't want me here.
I know.
I'm about to see Errol, you know. I'm knocking his door, bro.
Hey, shout out back in the net podcast. I'm gonna have his link in the description. The TikToks, YouTube, what do you want me to do?
Bro, just do a TikTok, both of them if you can. Yeah,
send me on WhatsApp. I'll make sure.
Yeah, I'll send you my TikTok on YouTube now. Yeah, sure.
Make sure you subscribe to Back in the Net podcast, man. Big up, Matt. You know what I'm saying? I think Errol, you gotta go as well, isn't it?
Well, if you're wrapping up, if you've got 5 left, I've got 5.
Yeah, let's go. 5. We got 5. Big up, man. Make sure you subscribe to Back in the Net.
Have
a good Christmas, my bro.
Have a good Christmas as well. Bless you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Christmas and New Year's. Love, bro.
Shout out everyone that's in the chat today as well. I obviously see familiar faces.
My thing just literally cut out. Oh my days. I can't hear you, man.
Wait, what's up?
I can't hear you, man.
All right, say that. Let's just look at just me and Errol right now. Let me fix this layout real quick until Hans gets his stuff pattern. Add him back to stage. He's gonna come back. But yeah, True said this to you quickly, Errol. Yeah, I'm calling you the Black Gerard.
I see that. I was creasing. I was like, fair play, man.
That's hilarious. Hey. Yeah, let's talk though. Let's talk. Shout out True, innit? Always showing love. Let's talk about Chelsea quickly.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
You guys are going to play in about 17 minutes. Cole Palmer's back. You man are back. You scored as well. Things are looking a bit better. But where do you assess Chelsea? And do you think Cole Palmer now can help you guys kick on? Because you've been lacking that consistency.
Chelsea, you're asking the wrong question, dog. Have you not heard about Maresca's comments?
Yeah, I know, man.
That's the Hans. Talk to us, Hans. Tell us, man. Fill in the blanks, Hans.
No, we spoke about on Sunday, though. Like he was saying that last 48 hours that he's disappointed. The fact that I think I feel like anything, innit? Like this, and I was on streaming yesterday. Obviously, they said he's a coach, and it's a bit difficult where it's like you want to do certain things, and like your club basically saying, "Nah, we're gonna handle chats on that." It's a bit bittersweet because yes, we are getting players in, but it's not the players I want. So naturally, we're gonna get fed up. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And that's the only thing. But I think as a whole, I feel like listen, it's like Chelsea is very a volatile club, innit? Like when things don't go our way naturally, which is not the right thing, but it's brought us titles, it's brought us championships. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna kick up a fuss, and I feel like for the first time, he thought the walls closing in. Do you know what I mean? But rightly so, when you lose 3-1 to Leeds away, then you draw 0-0, then you lose to Atalanta, what do you want us to do? It don't make no sense. So, again, you brought us a bit of joy to the end of last season. We're here now. It's that, bro, we want to see more. But then his defense, it's like, I ain't got the players. Now, he's been screwing for a centre-back for a really long time. He ain't got one. Who knows what we're going to do in January, innit? Do you know what I mean? It's a bit of give and take, but it's a tough one. It's a tough one, man. I'm still saying Maresca in. Yeah, man. That's my take on it.
Shout out Dan, innit? Because Chelsea in the title race a few weeks back, that was milk. It lasted a week. United only 2 points behind them. What are you saying? You still in the title race?
You know what? I feel like my point to me saying was in a title race was the fact that how long can we keep on saying, oh, well, now we're in the building process? You can't do that. So it's that for me, we was close to it, we was there. And by the way, being in a title race don't mean you're going to win it. Being in a title race means, and it was really, really brief, that you might challenge, but bro, two results, a result or two, brother. We're back at doing our nonsense. So
the thing that confuses me the most.
Errol, I can't even hear you.
Yo.
Wait, we can hit Hans. I can hear him fine, bro.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's been happening all the time. Wait, I need to join again, bro.
Just a quick. Also, I was going to say about the thing that confuses me with Chelsea fans is I feel as though it's like they're waiting for a perfect storm. I feel like they're waiting for all of the stars to align for them to then be able to stick the chest out and say with any confidence that they're in a title race or they can go for a title or this team's good enough for winning a title. And I've watched football for a long time now, and very rarely does a perfect storm carry you over the line. Do you know what I mean? Like you have to accept that there will be factors that are outside of your control. You might not get all of the players that you want and desire, but certain managers will find certain ways. I'll give you a prime example. I think it was the last time that Chelsea won the league, they started the season poor.
Yeah.
I think it was with Conte. Conte does a madness and changes the formation. I think he ends up reverting back to a 3 at the back and goes with the wing backs. If I'm not mistaken, was it Aspilicueta? Them times in there in the mix. He changes
Victor Moses,
Victor Moses, that was the one. He turns him into a wing back, and all of a sudden now he's got his conditions he needs to attack a title. But that wasn't a perfect storm for Chelsea at the start of the season. He was able to find the solutions in season to be as competitive as possible and be the best team in the league by a landslide. They had that league, even though they started poor, they still ended up having that league wrapped up by late December into January. Everybody knew it was going to be Chelsea's league. So I think you kind of need to get back to that kind of mentality where you might not have all the right conditions, but you're vying for the league all the same.
Antonio Conte had the pedigree to do that. You know what I'm saying? He had the pedigree to do that. Adjust, go again. Change from Arsenal. Dad's on it. He's on it. But no, that's my guy. But I feel like Conte had the pedigree to do that. Now it's all about can Maresca, because listen, I've always said that Maresca against big teams, he's always going to conjure up something. But it's the lesser teams, and I know it sounds cliche because everyone's saying it, but brother, you can't. It's not. I don't think it's even about overlooking, but it's just like, broski, how comes you can't get the best out of these players that you got in in games that you should be winning comfortably? Now today, it should be an easy victory. Yes, the team's been changed, but brother, like I won't be surprised if we're 2-0 down or 1-0, and I shouldn't be feeling like that, bro. But that's just Chelsea currently. And everyone's going to say it's all about consistency and so forth. Yes, I get it. But it's a tough one, man. I'm not going to lie to you, man. I think he can, and this is the thing, because he's done it against big teams, I feel like he can tweak it and get the results. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time for me, man. Do you know what I mean? And I don't feel like there's anyone out there. Like, you got to understand, he done so much with the players that he had last season. I'm a bit of slack, man. Do you know what I mean? But it's been a rough time for him lately. I'm not going to lie to you still. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, man.
Do you know what I'd say on this? Just quickly, your next fixtures, innit?
It's Newcastle, Aston Villa is naughty.
Yeah, Newcastle, Aston Villa, Bournemouth, and then Man City. So it's going to be a crazy period for you, man, innit? Because the way the table is, if you don't get the results, you're going to get the results. All of a sudden, you're going down here.
Listen, draws ain't even helping you, bro. You need that 3 points. Draws are like losses nowadays. Bro. And you know what, man? They got us playing at 12:30. You want me to sit here and say we're going to... Brother, come on, man. The last time we played about 12, I already know what happened. But listen, I don't know, bro. And I think start looking a bit tough. But as I said, Maresca can pull at these magical performances. Can he do it again? We have to wait and see. I'm always confident when Caicedo is playing, when Reece James is playing, when Palmer's playing. I'm all right, man. I'm all right.
Do you know what I mean? We'll see. We're gonna be here on the weekend, innit? Obviously, Chelsea are gonna play in the next 10 minutes.
Anything to add? Just before we wrap up.
Nah, just nice one. Obviously, chat. Make sure that you're liking, commenting, dropping.
Yeah, please, man.
Yeah, man. Subscribe to the channel. All of that good stuff. As I say, hope everybody has a blessed Christmas and into the new year and all of that as well. So, thank you for having me on.
Always,
I'm sure we'll chop it up after the next round of games.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Errol, man. Big up. Make sure you smash the likes. Make sure you subscribe to Errol's. I don't know what to put. I'm just gonna put your Insta.
Yeah.
I saw you he's doing his thing though, innit? I saw him outside. I saw him outside. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you show some love to everyone. Big up, man. Enjoy football and have a good Christmas if you don't.
No, for sure.
Love, bro. Bless up.
Love.
Obviously, we're gonna just wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't like that. That's a bit too close. You get me? But yeah, it's been a good show, man. It's been a good show. Like, big up everyone that's been in the chat. Do you know what I'm saying?
No,
Again,
for sure.
This is True, Dan, Catch Up. Do you know what I mean? Luca, Malik. Do you know what I mean? We appreciate it, man. It's been a good show. Yeah, Hans, what you got to say, bro?
Yeah, obviously Toxic Therapy. If you're new around here, we get rival fans on. We talk about the latest topics, and we just converse, man. Bit of banter as always, a bit of trash talking, but not all in all, man. Just to help for us to grow our community. And again, the love don't go unnoticed. We're here every Tuesday, usually around 6:30. For Toxic Therapy, and then we got roundups as well that we have a panel on Saturday or Sunday. Give or take, man. But yeah, thank you once again. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Yes, sir. More motion, MWS. We out. Love.